noticed that men no longer have the energy to chase? Have you noticed that men no longer chase women? Like, if a man even likes you so much, highest he will collect your number and he will turn to a status viewer. Men don't have the energy to chase. Even when they ask a woman out once and she says no, or she doesn't give a straight up answer, they don't put in energy again. Men no longer have energy to chase women anymore. Do you know why? Now you should watch to the end of this video, because you're going to learn the reasons why men no longer want to chase women anymore. The number one reason why men no longer have the energy to chase women is excessive billing. The moment you just tell a girl that you're interested in her or you like her, automatically she wants you to foot her bill. So men are so scared of this excessive billing. Like, to even tell a girl that you like her is a problem, because automatically she wants you to start, she wants you to start paying all her bills. She'll start billing you. So this is why men no longer chase women. Once he sees a woman that he likes, he collect her number, he just turns to status viewer, because he knows that the moment he puts in energy, she'll start billing him. The number two reason why men no longer have the energy to keep chasing women is hardship, especially in this part of the world. The economy is not anything to write home about. So people are trying to survive. So imagine a guy looking for money, looking for how to feed his family, and you're expecting to be following you up, trying to men don't really have that time again. They are trying to survive, they are trying to provide for their family, they are trying to build their future. So which time does he want to use and start chasing a woman and say, are you not going to accept me? Men no longer have the energy to chase him. Imagine now he's looking for how to better his future, and you're here trying to get him to follow you up and start chasing you up and down. No, now he has to chase his future than chasing you. Number three is,
Guys, the free ride is over for women. Men are no longer taking women out on dates. Men are no longer interested in engaging in relationships. Men are no longer i- interested in providing for the foodies, because so many women are foodies today, where they just love to eat and they're just bumming meals off men and living off men. The free ride is over. This is the reason why you have all of these women now on social media crying that they can't survive, as we watch one woman after another woman being fired from her job. Today's video comes from Antoine's channel. His channel will be linked in the description of the video, so that you can go check him out and support him. Watch it end of the video to fully understand the implications of men no longer wanting to provide for women, date women, marry women, or even have relationships, and the implications this is going to have on women going forward. Don't forget to go ahead and follow us on Rumble, because we're only going to be over here for about 30 minutes, and then we jump over to Rumble right afterwards. So you guys have about 30 minutes to jump over to Rumble. Rumble is linked in description of the video for your for your convenience, so you can go and follow us and go and jump on Rumble right now. And also, we'll go ahead and get it linked over in the chat as well, so you can go ahead and get it linked in the chat, pinned in the chat, so that you can so that you can easily find it as well. So we just went ahead and pinned it over in the chat. And again, you can go ahead and follow us on you can go ahead and follow us over on, you can also look in the description. I'm going to put it to the top of the description of the video so that you can find it there. Yeah, I just fixed it. All right, doing it now. All right, so it's at the top of the video, top of the description, in the description of, it's in the description of the video at the very top now. So if you don't see it, you can refresh the page, and you can head over to Rumble, jump on Rumble right now, because we're heading over there in 30 minutes. We're cutting the stream and going over there exclusively. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the video after a message from Angry's Crypto Academy.
Ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto, so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy. and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now.
No longer have the energy to chase women is a lot of women have lost their femininity. A lot of women no longer respect men. A lot of women are no longer submissive, and this is not really a good thing, because women are, supposed to be submissive to a good man. But when a man sees that you don't respect him, he doesn't see the need to keep, chasing you and all that. Number 4 reason why men no longer chase women: a lot of women are so promiscuous now, and this is not even, it's not even new. Like, let's take for example now, a guy collects your number and he starts, he saves your number and automatically starts viewing your status. Today club, tomorrow party, you're always posting different men. So like, you will not see the energy to put in. Why should I put in energy when this girl is always posting different men, always, always outside, always in the club, always in parties and all? No man wants to do that, so he wouldn't see the need to put in energy. He wouldn't see the need to actually want to win you over, because he sees that you're for the streets. Now, with all that being said, if you have any issues in your relationship, or you're facing any issues with the opposite gender, click the link on my bio to book a private session with me. Let us sort your relationship issue out.
Body count is 1,572, and so I don't think body count should matter, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of numbers, and it just doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Are you speechless?
Yeah, just kind of said you're
Excuse me, you can't shame people because of their body count.
1,500, whatever the
72. 72.
That's insane. I'm gonna keep it real.
Just say you're jealous.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
I don't think being a virgin matters because, again, same with body count, like it doesn't really affect anything. But I feel like there is a stigma around, like, once you take someone's virginity, like they're obsessed and crazy about you. So maybe that would kind of make me not want to do that.
I mean, you could teach me some things. I don't think I would be crazy over you, but...
I mean, you can also use Google and learn a lot.
God, she's dodging me left and right. My body count's 0, but I wouldn't say body count really matters to me. Unless you're in the double digits, then that's crazy.
Oh, it's okay. I'm in quadruple digits, so we're good.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, when you look at what men have to choose from today, when you look at the kinds of women that men have to choose from, it should be no wonder why men don't want to have relationships anymore, why men don't want to date anymore, why men are opting out of society, why men are being told, hey, listen, bro, don't even think about getting into a relationship. You're too young to date women. Focus on building yourself up. Focus on, building value, creating wealth. By the time a young man builds himself into something, if he still desires a woman, he's going to go overseas to find a woman. Okay? Because I mean, like, look at the stuff from Myron, where he basically tells an 18-year-old, nah, you're too young. You have no value in society right now. You just became a man. All right. Don't date women. Don't talk to them. Don't have any relationships whatsoever. All right. You don't qualify. You do not qualify to be in a relationship with a woman. Like, imagine telling an 18-year-old you don't qualify to be with an 18-year-old woman. All right. Because your status is so different right now. Like, you have to have all of these things just so that you can date the girl at McDonald's, just so you can date the girl who works behind the counter. Like, you can have a decent job as an 18-year-old guy. Let's say, making, maybe 20. Let's say you're delivering packages for Amazon. You're making $20, $25 an hour. You're making good money for yourself, right? Making pretty good money, right? At that age. And guess what? You still don't qualify to talk to the girl behind the counter who's making $15 an hour. You don't qualify to talk to her, even though you're out there, you're hustling, you're doing what you have to do. You don't qualify to talk to that girl. You have to keep on using that. You have to use your current job as a stepping stone to build yourself into something, to learn how to do real estate so that you can now buy a house and buy your first house, not even to live in it, to rent it out, and then create more and more wealth. Okay. And maybe go to school and learn a trade, learn how to be a plumber or something else or whatever, and spend the next decade or 2 decades building yourself into a man of value just so that you can go talk to a woman. And during that time, you have to be working on your mind, working on your body, working on your confidence, working on your character, your charisma, okay, your sense of humor, learning how to be funny. All of these things so that you can go talk to some girl who works at McDonald's, okay, who has no personality whatsoever, doesn't go to the gym, has bad breath, okay, is wearing extensions, looks, does not look like the same person without makeup, just so that you can go talk to that same person who has a bad personality, bad breath, bad attitude. And then you wonder why a lot of men are just straight up opting out.
Single for my whole life, and I was just, I need some advice to, get something at least.
How old are you?
18. I just turned 18.
Stay single, nigga. You're too young.
What?
Yeah.
So there's like no advice. It's just I'm too young.
There's no advice. You shouldn't even be thinking about relationships with women. You're useless to society right now. You're 18 years old. You're a kid. You just became a man. You have zero value that you can provide to a woman from any real substantive standpoint.
Okay.
I know it sucks to hear that, but that's the truth. You got to get out there and create a name for yourself. Now, if you want to mess with some girls here or there, whatever, but stay away from any type of real relationship. You don't qualify yet at this point.
All my friends have like long-term relationships. It's just me.
Yeah, and they're probably simping on their girls and white knights. Let me guess. Do you see your friends often? Probably not, right? They're always with their girlfriends?
No, dude. I mean, most of the time they're with their girls, but I'm still with my friends.
Hold on. Because I remember this when I was your age, when I was 18. My friends getting serious girlfriends early on. It fucked their lives up, bro. Every single one of them that had a serious girlfriend made really bad life decisions that impeded their ability to grow and stagnated their ability to like really make money and become successful, because everything they did, every move they made was based with another person in mind, and the relationship never ended up lasting anyway. So 18 to 30 years old, bro, that's where you build yourself up into becoming something. Right now, you don't qualify for a serious girlfriend. You're 18 years old.
So, I mean, instead of getting a girl, what do you recommend? Like getting a job?
Yep.
Like doing something to help improve myself?
Getting a skill set that will make you a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's going to school and maybe becoming, you want to be a doctor, an engineer, an accountant, that requires a degree, fine, do that. Or you want to be a tradesman, you want to be a plumber, blacksmith, any of this, electrician, power lineman, you could do that as well. But the point is right now, your job as a young man, 18 years old, is to find a career field, get a skill set, and then get a career that's going to pay you money.
Imagine being told at 18 years old that you do not qualify, and you will likely not qualify for the next decade or two. Imagine, all right, being told as a young man today, no girlfriends, don't talk to them, you don't qualify, because that's how hyper insane society is today. That's how bad it is when it comes to women today, where they're all looking for Chad, they're all looking for Tyrone, they're all looking for some guy who has lots of money that's going to subsidize their living, that's going to be 6 feet tall, have a six-pack, be able to deliver 6 inches and make above 6 figures, because they all want millionaires right now. Who in their right mind in the United States, you have to be a real simp today. I'm being so straight. You have to be a real simp to say that you would go out and find a girlfriend and subsidize her in American society today. Like, there's no way I would. Ain't no way. You have to be a fool. If you're listening to my video right now and that's your plan, then I failed. Go away. Either I failed you or you failed yourself. Go away. If that's your plan right now, to go out there and build yourself into something, to go pick up someone who does not care about you, to go pick up the girl who works at McDonald's and thinks that she is better than you or equal to you after everything you've gone through in life to develop yourself into a person of value and character. If you are that cheap, if you are that foolish, I can't help you. Go away. Any man who has any self-respect right now, 99% of men will go overseas and find a woman if they actually want one. In the very rare circumstance that a man runs into a good woman in America, in Canada, in westernized societies, you have to remember that for every one good woman, there are 10 good men chasing her. Most good women are already taken. And then there's also the risk, because so many of these women are playing trad con. So many of these women are basically gaslighting us into believing they're good women when they just want money from us. They're just playing the role. Okay? The qualities and the characteristics of a good woman are evident. But let me tell you something, when you get to know what a good woman is, because most men don't even know what a good woman is. Most men have been conditioned by Western society and feminist values to take literally the bare minimum. You can have a woman who is argumentative, masculine, calls you bro, right? And can't cook, can't clean. I mean, is not taking care of herself properly, has massive amounts of debt, among other factors and issues, drinking problems, smokes, curses like a sailor, right? And we're like, she's the one for me. You've got to be a fool. You've got to be a damn fool to actually think that. But unfortunately, so many of us are conditioned to believe that's all that women have to offer. That's what a woman looks like. That's what a woman talks like. It's a load of BS. When you go overseas, you find a very, very different reality. You discover, oh, that's not how women are supposed to talk. That's not how women are supposed to behave when she has her femininity intact. Those are not the traits of a feminine woman. I'll tell you something very interesting. If you go and talk to Soraya, her voice is not crazy deep, but it's not like soft, very, very soft. Something she's pointed out. But when you talk to Soraya, she has very feminine behavior in the sense that if a man is speaking to her, she will actually stop speaking and allow him to speak. It's a crazy thing that I experienced with her when I spoke to her a while back. All right. Those are the traits of a woman who understands femininity, understands her lane. Okay. As men, we have to know how to stay in our lane, but women also have to know how to stay in theirs. The problem is that with women in Western society, they don't know how to stay in their lane because they have no idea what femininity is. They were not raised to be feminine. They were raised to be masculine. All right. They were raised for that masculine energy. So they don't know anything about femininity. They don't know anything about being a woman. They just know the only thing they actually know about is being disrespectful and aggressive towards men. The sisterhood is toxic and the sisterhood is corrupt. The sisterhood is only there for women to use as a WEAPON against men, to gang up against men, to get what they want. And then once they've done that, they will turn around and then start tearing each other down. Because one thing that we know about women is that women don't like each other. That is one of the truths in this world, all right? Just like death and taxes, women don't like each other. It's one of the truths of the world. That's why I keep telling y'all, don't worry about women. Focus on your wealth. Focus on getting your money. Focus on building yourself up. Focus on learning about crypto. Because you guys can see the recession is here. Recession, depression, greater depression. It doesn't matter what I call it, is here. You can see that the financial system is teetering on the edge. ATMs are going to freeze up. Banks are going to shut up the doors. Your wealth is in jeopardy. Most of you don't even have wealth to begin with. All right. So you have to learn how to begin safeguarding your assets as well as building assets. And, if you want to, go and check out Angry's Crypto Academy, because we'll teach you how to buy, sell, trade, and invest in the most secure coins, plus discover the dark horse crypto that virtually no one is talking about, which will mint you millionaires in the upcoming bull run. So click the link in the video description below to find out what this crypto is and join the academy today. But guys, you don't have a lot of time. This is why women are on social media crying right now, because men are walking away from dating, men are walking away from relationships, men are turning their backs and going their own way. MWA is men with alternatives. Not all men, not all MWAs are MGTOWs, but all MGTOWs are MWAs. The thing is with the MGTOWs is that these are men who've made a definitive decision that they are walking away from relationships entirely. They will never marry, they will never date, they will never have children. They are separating themselves socially, financially, and economically from women, from relationships and the state. And that's a big difference. Men with MWA, goes in many directions. For the MGTOWs, they're saying my best alternative is complete separation from relationships in the state. Other MWAs may choose to become passport kings, or basically sit it out and wait it out until they see something that's worth it. All right. Like, there's a lot of dudes who are like, well, I'm not completely against dating and relationships, but right now I don't see anything good in front of me, and I'm not going to travel overseas. Maybe I will one day, but maybe if something changes, but otherwise I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to chill. So a lot of men, even though they are not proclaiming themselves to be MGTOWs, they are essentially living the MGTOW life, because they're not going to go overseas and go look for a woman overseas. They're not going to get in a relationship with a woman in Western society. So that effectively makes them an MGTOW, even though they're not an MGTOW, because that's exactly what they're doing. You have to think about this factor. And guys, don't forget to start jumping over to Rumble, because like, I'm gonna put the timer up in a little bit. Well, it's not gonna be a timer, but I'm gonna basically let you guys know in a few minutes, like, hey, we're jumping to Rumble in 5 minutes, and you have 5 minutes to get over to Rumble, or it's that's just on you. But yeah, got a few minutes before I make that announcement. But I mean, guys, it's a sad society. It's a sick society that we live in, and women are very much responsible for what's been happening because of the very bad decisions that they've made. That's why they're on social media crying that oh, I just lost my job. I just got laid off from my job. I don't know what to do. All right. Most of these videos showing people crying, saying that they just got laid off from their jobs, it's women. It's women saying that I just lost my job. They just basically called a bunch of us and told us you don't have a job anymore. And women are the ones who did this to themselves. Guys, do you know how women treat us? How they gaslight us? This is why so many men are choosing not to just not have a relationship with women, but even with other men, because they're like, it's not worth it. I'm at a certain age in my life where I don't have time to play games anymore. I don't have a lot of life ahead of me. I need to grind. Like I keep telling y'all, Gen Zers are cooked. They are these kids are cooked. There's no hope for them. I'll tell you the reason why there's no hope for them, because the world is harder than it's ever been today. The baby boomers they stole everything from us. They stole our futures from us. You should be grinding as hard as you can right now for the hell on earth that we are facing. What are the Gen Zers doing? They're smoking weed, smoking cigarettes. Like, guys, think about this carefully. People had stopped smoking cigarettes. The rates of cigarette smokers had gone down. From Gen X were cigarette smokers, and the rates have gone down from Gen X, then to the millennials, and then started rising again with Gen Z. Like, this is how messed up these people are. I'll tell y'all, I was talking to this person recently, and I was saying to them, I was like, "Oh no, you look so young. You look so young. Like they're pushing 50." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Dude, you look so young." They're like, "Listen, you don't see these gray hairs?" I'm like, "Bro, all you have to do is dye that. Just dye it, and you look as young. You look, you're back to normal." And then I said, "You really want me to talk to you about something? How about those Gen Zers? All right. Have you seen how old they look?" This person was like, "No, let me not even go there. Oh my gosh." They almost fell over. They said they look so old. So old. They said, "Let me stop. I don't even want to talk about them." They look in their 50s. 50s. This is not a game anymore. I was talking to a person who was pushing 50 and they said it themselves. They look so old. These people look in their 50s. By the way, guys, you have 5 minutes to get over to Rumble. This is the 5 minute warning. 5 minute warning. Rumble is linked in the description of the video. It's linked and it's also pinned in the chat. You got 5 minutes to get over to Rumble. 5 minutes to get over to Rumble. That's your warning. That's your friendly warning. And once those 5 minutes are up, we're gonna just jump straight over there. If you don't see the link to Rumble, just refresh in the description. Just refresh it. I already put it at the very top, but you got 5 minutes to get over there. And that's when the real fun is going to begin. That's when the real fun is going to begin because I'm able to unleash. YouTube is very stressful. Like doing YouTube is stressful, like because you're here, you have to watch your words, you have to be very careful what you say. And then it's like you go over to Rumble and I can basically start to express myself freely. I can use the type of language that I would like to use. I can discipline Nick. Nick is a very bad muffin. He's always creating problems in the comment section, in the chat. He's a very, very bad muffin. He was misbehaving today. That's when our resident Gen Zer, he's a Ginger. He's of the Ginger Brigade, and he's a very bad muffin, very, very bad muffin, and I cannot discipline him. I can't parent him correctly on YouTube, but over on Rumble, I'm gradually working on it. I can basically instill discipline into him little by little. That's what they need. They need discipline. Gen Zers need discipline. They're desperate for it. The muffins are desperate for the discipline, and Uncle Angry is just the one to dole it out. But yeah, guys, you have about just a little over 3 minutes to get over to Rumble because the party is about to get started. It's so funny when I tell you guys like, oh, the Rumble, it's fun. It's funny. There's like 63 people on Rumble right now watching us on Rumble. So it definitely tells me that, a lot of people are getting the message now. Like, yeah, you better get over to Rumble. That's where the party is. But I mean, like I was saying, like women have basically put themselves between a rock and a hard place, and they're not going to know how to deal with this. They don't know how to navigate this because men don't want relationships anymore. They chased off men, but now don't want to deal with the fallout of doing so. And the wisest thing you can do as a man is to not chase women because it depletes you of your energy as a man. Men are not supposed to chase women. We are conditioned to believe that it is our job to chase women. The reality is that women chase men. It's always been like that. Women have always been the ones who chased men. When you have a society that's beginning to decay, all right, and you condition men to be simps, that's when men begin chasing women, believing they're supposed to chase women. And women are not happy when you have an imbalance where women are more powerful than men, because when women are more powerful, or more privileged than men, then they start to believe that they are better than men, especially for receiving things that they do not deserve. They then start thinking that they were born to be served. They were born to be served upon and worshipped. I was out today and I was thinking to myself, modern women probably think that they probably think they are better than God, or rather that God exists to serve them. Like, could you imagine how insane this is? Because women believe that men were created to serve them, and they believe that God is going to give them everything that they want in their own delusion. For example, the 666 guy, or when they're on Only Fools and Lonely Fans, it's like the God is in it with them, or if they want anything that they want, God is just supposed to hand it over to them. And I'm just thinking to myself, but that's not how God works. God is there to take care of us, but it's not everything is just handed to us in life. And that's when you start to realize, you really come up against the notion that, hey, do these people believe that God exists to serve them? Because they believe that men exist to serve them. And we say God the Father. So if they believe that God is a man or has the characteristics of a man, then do they believe that God also exists to serve them? Because they believe that men exist to serve them, and their beliefs regarding God are extremely delusional. So does that mean that they believe that God also exists to serve them? How crazy do you have to be to have that type of belief? And yet that's how modern women operate and think. Isn't that crazy? But guys, I did give you the warning. What did Uncle Angry do for you? He gave you a warning. He said that, hey, you have 5 minutes to get over to Rumble. So for those of you that did what you were supposed to do, you listened to Uncle Angry, you got over to Rumble, you're good. You're good. But for the rest of you that did not do so, well, I mean, I guess this is it. But I mean, you still have a chance. You still have a chance, little bro. You still have a chance, little buddy. You can still get over to Rumble and, enjoy us over there. But I'm heading over there right now. It's linked in the description of the video. If you want to join us on Rumble, we usually go like a couple of hours on Rumble. We did, I think, was 3 or 4 hours yesterday. Day before we did 5 hours. Unfortunately, did not register in a Rumble studio, but yeah, we did lots and lots of time. We're doing hours over there, and as soon as you go over there, you realize that my personality changes very much. Many of you hear the name Angry Guy and you're like, you're not that angry. Well, once we switch over to Rumble, it's like, I'm able to drop the mic, or so. But yeah, you'll see what I mean if you join us over there. But anyway, guys, we're gonna end the stream on YouTube, and we're jumping over exclusively to Rumble. So I'll catch the rest of you on Rumble, and to everyone on Rumble, let's get ready to rumble. All right.